So I wanted to talk about
Syncing. 1, 2, 3. 1.
hello and welcome back to SM Soup. We have to do that every week now.
Look. What?
I feel
You had something?
I messed up the intro.
Why?
I feel like I ruined it.
No, it's all natural here. We don't plan anything, baby.
I don't know what I've said and what I haven't said.
We've done one episode.
This is episode 2. My hair's doing a weird thing. If you're watching the video version, look at that. What is this?
Look at the light
I hate
on
that.
my forehead.
I hate how my hair does that.
A light unibrow.
Don't you find it weird how the way you look on camera and or in a picture can look so vastly different from how you look when you look in the mirror?
Well, it's not. Well, yeah. Well, okay. Are you talking about how you perceive yourself, or are you talking about
Well, I guess that could be
just
part
like
of it.
there are general warpings that happen depending on how?
I think this is bothering me.
God. Or just the general warpings that happen within taking photos.
I guess it's
A
the
bit of both.
general warpings that occur.
Well, because
But,
this literally
like,
made me think
you-
of.
Do you know?
This made me think of a TikTok I saw today. Of course, I'm not gonna remember who it was. That was like, there's a filter on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
that just kind of like films you doing something and then like randomly takes a still. And the idea, I believe, was that like someone originally had used it to just like take stills of them doing a very average task. But it's like, do they look model-esque when they're taken, right? And someone was like, me doing the same thing as this person, but like basically they were saying that like I never feel I look good in photos. So like if it's just a still of me doing something random, does it look good? Does it not look good, right?
Okay.
And they didn't think so. But the comments were filled with people like, this just absolutely like validates my belief that like literally we all do look naturally good. It's just you never think you look good.
I don't think we all naturally look good. I think there are plenty of people out there who do not look good.
Like ever?
Yeah, I can think of like
I can think of 5 people.
I can rattle off friends that we have that never look good. That's not true. I do think that's not true about our friends. I think all of our friends at some point or another
Have looked bad.
have looked bad. Oh, definitely. I've seen the worst.
Doesn't mean you can't take a bad photo.
No, I know. I'm saying I think all of our friends look good from
Okay.
from time to time.
Okay.
Or they have moments where they do.
Yeah.
But I disagree. I definitely think there are people out there who are just uggos, and there's just nothing that they can do about it. They were born with they were born one step behind everybody.
Wow, that's so mean.
And this is coming from somebody who is very average looking.
Yeah.
I'll
But you're
give
saying-
myself that at
But
the
you're
very
saying you
least.
could go worse, is what you're saying.
Like, can I be ugly?
Well, you're saying you're not ugly. You're just average.
I'm saying everybody can be ugly. I'm saying there are some people who can't look good. Like, I know I can look good. I can put a little effort in. I know I can clean up pretty
But there's
nice.
people who can't.
No, definitely not.
I disagree. Wait, I totally disagree with you.
Gonna quickly Google ugliest person in the world.
It's a photo of you.
No, it's just a mirror. Because anybody who would look that up is narcissistic
Or is really like
And-
needing
and,
a
like,
boost,
yeah.
I guess.
to like feel better about themselves. Yeah, exactly. Welcome back, everybody. I think I've said that. Hopefully you've enjoyed the beginning of this ride.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna each week. I think we said we're just gonna kind of come in with something,
Yeah,
and
that's
we'll see what the bowl of soup afterwards looks like.
Yeah.
So I gotta be honest. I think whatever my thing is definitely gonna make this bowl kind of nasty.
Oh no.
I don't know if this is a soup that you're gonna want to finish.
Oh, I
yeah, I
thought
think
this was gonna be fun.
I think we let you go first. That way, like it's like one of those soups where it's like it tastes good first, but then you kind of are left with like a weird aftertaste, and you're like, I'm definitely not drinking the broth.
Why would you do that?
Why would I do what?
Why would you do something so foul? So, we've talked about this for a while, and we've just been waiting for a platform to be able to spread our all of our propaganda on.
Yeah, all of our yeah.
So here we are, openly calling it propaganda.
Here are our most extreme takes.
These are movies by no means you should ever watch. We would actively try to prevent someone from watching these movies if someone brought this movie up or wanted to.
And
these aren't just like, I didn't like it.
Right.
These are like, I will literally chain you to a wall and throw all your TVs out the window if you think you're going to try and watch this right now.
Right, and I think we were talking about how like we want to try and stay on top of this and like add to it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where you have to be really careful.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of bad movies out there that aren't like, I'm trying to think like
I wouldn't recommend them.
Oh, like I one of these days I'll be talking about Friends with Benefits, the movie.
Oh, you're not doing that today?
Not today.
Oh.
That's not the gross thing.
I thought you literally said next week. I thought last time.
Yeah, but
You
I have something that's
fucking
more
liar.
something that's more time, like it's like
Okay,
a news
fine,
story.
fine.
Okay, but like Friends with Benefits,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good
Great movie.
It's not. It's honestly, it's probably a bad movie, and it's like one of those things where it's like
But you can enjoy it.
you like. I wouldn't tell you to go out of your way to watch it, but if you're like, I have an hour and a half to kill, you'd be like, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Like you'll feel fine afterwards. You're not gonna be mad about it.
Feel fine. Yeah.
These are movies that
I was irate when I finished them.
No means necessary. We took the bullet for you. And to stretch the metaphor further, if somebody was holding a gun to my head and said,
Watch this movie or die.
Either watch this movie or Spencer takes this bullet,
Yeah.
I expect you to let me take that bullet. Right? Like that's the thing.
Okay.
That's the level we're trying to get across here about these movies. These are like truly movies where it's like no, actually nobody should watch these. These aren't just bad movies. These are movies that nobody should watch.
So I think,
and I would even put the caveat on here that one of these movies is like, no, it's a bad movie. So I don't know. I was gonna say like it's fun. Like, it's,
yeah.
I don't know how. We'll get to it.
Yeah, so obviously there's only 4, but I know we're going to get into it with all of these probably. So I think when we say the movie, one, I want to look up the rating of the movie because I think it needs to be very like, which I can just pull it up.
I can do it.
It needs to be very like, are we on a similar pace with others, but we just like extra hated it and like need to talk about it? And then if we can sum up what makes it like quote unquote unwatchable, I think we should like somewhat have to.
The problem is that 3 of the 4 we haven't watched in 3 years.
I know that is a big problem.
Or
but anyway,
more.
Yeah,
2 years or more.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and go by order of having watched them.
Yeah, these are in no particular order in terms of
I'm trying to
how
go in
we
like
feel about
the
them.
order of when this list started.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
first one.
Wait, in order that we watched or in order that the list started?
That we watched them.
Okay.
I can't wait to get that wrong right off the bat because of my memory. This movie, we went to theaters to go see. We thought, oh my God, Matt Damon's in it. This must be good. I can't even think of how this would be bad. So we thought, let's pay extra money to go see it. Like $13 a person extra money. And then we sat for 2 hours, had no idea what was going on, and walked away very upset. And that movie is Downsizing.
Correct, yeah. I already had it pulled up.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Damon, Christoph Waltz, Kristen Wiig and Jason Sudeikis, four of the larger, cast members.
Right.
And this is an awful movie.
Awful.
But you see the cast and they lull you into this false sense of
Confidence.
Confidence. Yeah, exactly. To, I guess, mild-mannered therapist Paul Safranak and his wife Audrey decide to undergo a process in which scientists shrink people down to miniature size to live in small communities. The irreversible procedure allows the people to gain wealth and a life of leisure while helping to cut down on the consumption of natural resources. As Paul gets to know his new neighbors and surroundings, he soon learns that living in a tiny suburb comes with its own set of huge problems. This movie has a 5.8 on IMDb, a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 63% on Metacritic, and
54% of Google users like this movie.
54% of Google users like this movie. And so I think this is like the perfect thing to sum it up.
The fact that it's 50-50, like basically across the board, is crazy to me.
Right. And
50-50.
I think the true number to hone in on here is the Google users, because I long stand by Google users are, typical people. They aren't people who are going in with such a critical eye.
Right.
So they are more likely to enjoy a movie regardless of like if it's truly good or not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm curious what Avatar is, because,
Right.
Everybody seems to like that movie, but it's truly a bad movie.
I can tell you in a second.
No, but in all seriousness, I feel like Google users are kind of like the Paula Abdul, where
86% of Google users like
that's
the first
low.
Avatar.
That's low for what I would
86.
expect. I would
That's pretty
expect
good,
that to be
though.
99.
Well, across the board, actually, Avatar is 80s on everything.
But I would expect Google users to be
99.
I would expect it to be near 100. Like, I would expect it to be extremely high, regardless. Google users are typically like the Paula Abdul, where they just want to see everybody go to Hollywood, because they aren't going to be pressed enough after watching a movie to say, yeah, I didn't like this. So for it to be at 50%, that proves our case. I'm surprised it's 50-50 everywhere else.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because it's a bad movie.
That would statistically mean going into a movie, you have a 50% chance of liking it, which isn't a good chance, but it's not a bad chance either. Like, it's a coin flip of a chance of liking a movie. A movie that literally started us, like, needing to document movies we hated so much. It has a 50-50 shot of someone liking it. So I guess first off, literally although reading that synopsis of the movie, not exciting. But I do remember the original, like, this came out in 2017 and we saw it in theaters. I do remember when going to see it in theaters, I was like, that's an interesting concept. Like, I do remember being intrigued. But maybe it's just because it still sticks with me. That synopsis just bored the hell out of me right now. But in 2017, I was like, hell yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, felt like it was gonna be like, and maybe if we went back and watched it, it would.
Oh God, do we have to do that? Do we have to like go back and watch some movies?
Maybe we do that.
Like once every now and then we pick one and we like rewatch them. Although there's yeah.
The budget for this movie was 68 to 76 million. Box office 55.
Are you serious?
Thousand.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 55 million. Yeah, I'm serious. So it lost at least 13 mil.
I genuinely just was like so bored. Like I was so bored.
Yeah, it's bad.
I just remember feeling like the movie was never gonna end. Like it didn't actually have a purpose to it. And I will be honest, I don't remember distinct details. I just remember genuinely being so bored. Like I couldn't give a single shit about what was going on.
Right.
Which, like, what?
Yeah.
Also, like, okay, like there might be problems within his neighborhood. What were they? They literally were just in like, what was the conflict?
I don't
just
remember.
Questioning locking yourself in a little chamber for like the rest of your life? Is that what your problem was? Which like that's a big problem, but that doesn't feel like that was
I don't think you need to speculate on what the issue was.
What was the issue?
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't think you need to sit here and speculate on it.
Doesn't make any sense.
If you really want to know what the issue was, you can go watch the movie.
All right, I guess I'll go watch it another time. I don't even want to watch it though. So freaking boring. Move on to the next. All right, I think this is the next one we watched.
There's a coin flip between the next two.
I know they happened in very quick connection. Zombieland. No? Did you go the other way? I really don't know which one of these we saw first.
Wait, Zombieland?
I thought. Oh, it wasn't Zombieland. What is shit? What's the Snyder one? Army of the Dead. My bad. I've never seen Zombieland. Army of the Dead.
Yeah, I think Artemis Fowl was first, but
Oh, my bad.
no, that's right. Army of the Dead. After a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble and venture into the quarantine zone in hopes of pulling off an impossible heist. And yeah, director is Zack Snyder. And then just to get into the cast here as well, we've got Dave Bautista. I mean, I recognize these people,
Yeah,
but like,
same.
if I say these names, nobody knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So,
Here you go.
frankly, just a dumb movie. Just so dumb.
Yeah.
Plot, there's no line to follow.
It.
And if I may, people got such a fucking boner for Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's good. I don't think he has done anything.
I am coming to find I just don't think I like his movies. You know what's really funny? I just realized this one and the next one we definitely bitched about on this podcast
We did, yeah,
previously.
for sure. So we don't need to spend a ton of time on him.
No.
But yeah, so just
But
get
that's how
into-
much it has stuck in our heads as being a bad movie.
Mhm.
Is the fact that we feel the need to keep talking about it.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, I don't know what
No way. Can I read you the box office?
he's technically been on. Yeah, I meant to do that. I'm trying to figure out what he's like actually been the director of, because he kind of gets his name put on some other stuff,
Oh yeah.
just depending. I don't think he was.
Okay.
Yeah,
For-
like he was the fucking Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman wasn't
Which
good.
is boring as shit.
Man of Steel's too long and
Yeah.
boring. Sucker Punch. He did the Watchmen movie, which isn't that great. He did The Legend of the Guardians. He did 300. 300's actually pretty good.
The Legend of the Guardians?
Yeah, the Owls.
Oh, didn't I just watch that recently?
I don't know. You said you did, but the Owls of Gabagool.
Yeah, I liked that.
Great, you love Zack Snyder. Congratulations.
Fuck.
All right, what's the box office? Well, wait.
It's skewed, right? Because it's a Netflix film.
Yeah, how's that work?
I don't know, but it says it has it. But it has it listed.
Well, it's gonna have how much it costs, right?
Yeah, but it also has box office listed. Was it in like a select few theaters?
Maybe. What's it again? Army of the Dead.
Yeah. The cost was between $70 and $90 million.
Right. That's not surprising.
And then box office, which again I don't really understand how that's being calculated. It was 1 million.
Yeah, that's
That's
not
not right.
Off.
Also, wasn't it produced by Netflix?
Yeah, it was on Netflix. So box office, yeah, they must have done like a limited release. 5.7 on IMDb, a 67% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 57% on Metacritic, 69% nice of Google users like this. That's a bit high,
That's a
but
bit
that's
high.
still, again, like that goes against where I say where normally I feel like 80%. It's weird that these two have like been aligned with what critics have been, because typically I feel like you'll get like a movie that's like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes and it'll be at like 90% by Google users. But
Yeah.
regardless, I think to summarize this movie and tell you everything you need to know, the zombie apocalypse started because a guy was getting a blowjob. That's
Yes.
literally how the movie starts.
I forgot
And it's
that.
like from that moment on, I was like, this movie's gonna suck.
Yeah. Also, really quick, I somewhat skimmed, and it said over its first 10-day release, the film grossed 1 million, and they're including pre-sales like DVD, because I think you could like immediately just like pre-buy it because it was
Okay.
all being digitally streamed. I guess that's what they're saying, and then basically I think was like they somehow are calculating its like viewership on Netflix. I don't know how, but they're estimating it made 1 million in the first 10 days of being online, and that's all they have to go off of, because after that it just becomes a wash of like people who have a Netflix subscription, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry. But yes, it also like it it felt like it should have just been a parody of a zombie movie,
Right.
but it so clearly wasn't.
Right.
Like, that's what I remember. I just remember it's like we're literally gonna be so in your face about like very, very stupid zombie tropes, but we're not actually just gonna fully commit and be a parody. That was like probably my biggest issue with it, and it was so fucking stupid. And like I really didn't even like any of the characters, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just bored.
The only character that was kind of good was the
Lockpick
safecracker
guy,
who
yeah.
got his own movie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
Which, wow, he has a awesome name.
Alexander Skarsgård.
No. I'm guessing it's Matthias
Okay.
Schweighofer.
He's gotta be Swedish, right?
Yeah, he's something.
He looks
like that.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Next.
Shit movie. Movie number 3. Artemis Fowl. Also was on Netflix at the time. How else would we have watched it?
I thought, but I don't know. This is saying Disney Plus.
Oh, that would also make sense. Artemis Fowl. I did not read the books growing up.
I did.
You did. But I know of them. And I was like, oh my god, like childhood book adaptation, so exciting. Like if they came out with a Spiderwick Chronicles movie today, I would be there.
Right, but I fear it would be just as
It
shitty
would
as
be
this.
just as shitty as this though. But I would be there. So I was like, Artemis Fowl, let's fucking do it. And absolute trash. Oh my god, this has such bad ratings.
Yeah.
Such bad ratings.
Colin Farrell's in it, so that's pretty cool. And then
And Josh Gad.
I know, I was gonna say, and
Sorry.
then they randomly were like, you know who kids love? Josh Gad.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh Gad's a
Sure.
goofy guy. I could take or leave him in most situations,
Right.
but overall, he's
Except
fine.
Beauty and the Beast.
Who's he in Beauty and the Beast? Oh, he's yeah.
Gaston's friend.
Yeah. No,
Like-
love him in right. I love him in that, but like
Yeah.
I can't stand Olaf in Frozen.
That's
Olaf in
fair.
Frozen 2, a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't know why.
I
but
no, I agree.
There's a difference.
I agree.
There's a clear cut difference.
Yeah.
So anyway, Josh Gad shows up. You're kind of like, maybe he's gonna help, and then he's this like weird dwarf thing that like
It's
eats.
also like a gopher.
eats
though?
dirt.
Yeah. What?
And the first time you shittily see him unhinge his jaw and start eating dirt, I was like, nah.
Oh my god.
So bad. Such
So
a bad
bad.
movie. Yeah, the reviews. 4.2 on IMDb, 8% on Rotten Tomato,
But
53% of Google users like this. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I'm saying. 45, there's a 45% difference there.
that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So funny. Absolutely so funny.
Oh, and I guess, hang on. I forgot to read. Give me a second. Artemis Fowl is a 12-year-old genius, and oh god, the way the fucking kid talks.
Yeah,
Like,
I hated it.
And descendant of a long line of criminal masterminds, he soon finds himself in an epic battle against a race of powerful underground fairies who may be behind his father's disappearance.
Bottom line, it sucks.
It was terrible.
I was probably the worst one of all of them we've seen, in my opinion.
Probably, but
Downsizing was pretty bad.
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to really crown a king of shit.
Yeah, but that was pretty shit. Yeah, I think it's just so bad. Like people didn't even like Percy Jackson. Like a lot of people didn't like those. But at least you can like watch them.
That's being turned into a TV series, or a new line of movies. I think it's a TV series, which honestly I think it'll do better as. I think books more often than not,
especially long series of books.
Like Harry Potter might have gotten away with it, but even Harry Potter probably could have benefited from actually just being a TV series. Aragon's going to be a TV series.
I'm excited about that.
Books like that are tough because there's so much in them.
Yeah. And especially if you're tackling like the whole series or like take and leave parts of series.
And then some books don't have that much in them and don't need to be 3 movies, but
Hunger Games?
The Hobbit?
Oh. Yeah, that was correct.
What's our last one?
The last one, and this might be an unpopular opinion for some because it's the most we've ranked differently than actual rankings, but the new Elvis movie from 2022, it recently came out comparatively to when we're recording this, and we wanted to like this so bad. We were so excited to watch this, and we did not like it. We really, really did not like it. We didn't like it to the point that like an hour and a half in, we paused it and we just looked at each other and we're like, "Do you know what the hell's happening?" And like, "Do you like this?" Like we had to have like a check-in moment because it was really just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah. It's all over the place.
Yes.
Like
I hate how the timeline's done.
Yeah.
I hate how just in general like storytelling is done, like how it literally just like hops all over the place and like connects things through like a very thin thread. It's not like a very solid path that you're being put on, and I just didn't like it. You brought up a good point that I don't know how this guy talked, but I hated Tom Hanks's accent, which, sure, maybe he's spot on for the guy. I don't know, but his accent drove me crazy. It literally sounded like he should have been a little, like, troll asking you for, like, the troll toll, you know? That's literally what his voice sounded like. It drove me up a wall. Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. But I did like the guy who played Elvis.
Yeah, Austin Butler.
Austin Butler, yeah.
He was fine, yeah.
I did like him.
What's crazy is that Elvis had, I'm looking on Spotify right now. Elvis has on his Spotify, there's Elvis 30 #1 hits expanded edition because it has like some bonus tracks and stuff. So there's 40 total songs on here. And I honestly don't know if half of these made it into the movie. This man has a plethora of great songs.
Yeah. And well-known songs. Like, and you have so much to work with.
Not like nothing. Like the only good thing that they did was they showed how he stole music from black people.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Which totally gets neglected. But like that was the one thing that they actually drew good attention to, whether they meant to or not.
They brought it up a lot. Which was interesting.
Like, the idea was like, oh, this is just the stuff he hears walking down the street. But like anybody with a good critical mind is going, oh, so no, he stole that music.
Well, it's the like, and then they show it being used, and it's a carbon copy of what he heard.
But I'm saying like I don't know if what they were going for was like, aw,
inspiration, and it's like, no, it's literally the same.
No, it's gross. The movie. 77% on Rotten Tomatoes. 7.4 on IMDb. 4.7 out of 5 on Facebook.
Boo.
A lot of people are saying, watch this movie.
Yeah, they're putting
80% of Google users.
Do people still put on their profiles, like, movies they just watched? Did you ever do that? Like, books I've read, movies I've watched? on Facebook.
Could you imagine if I did that? Do you know how long my list would be?
Of books you've read. I'm so joking.
And movies.
Yeah, but like you know how that used to be a thing. Like, do people still keep up with that?
I'm not on Facebook. How would
I
I
don't
know?
know.
You're on Facebook.
Barely. It's
But
only,
you would know.
only for Facebook Marketplace.
But you would know. You have the method of seeing that.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no.
Yeah.
I think people only use Facebook to spread right-wing propaganda.
And sell cool stuff.
Yeah. It's a bad movie. Elvis is a bad movie, unfortunately.
It is.
Yeah. That's all I got. But 4 bad movies that we would recommend you just don't go ahead and watch.
Yeah, which okay, I do want to meet someone. Like I do kind of want someone in our personal lives to watch the movie Elvis and genuinely like it and explain to me why they genuinely like it, because I do feel like that movie has the most possibility of like people disagreeing with us.
Yeah, probably.
And I just want to like genuinely know why, because I'm not actively trying to hate a movie. I just like genuinely didn't like couldn't find things to enjoy while watching it.
Right.
And yeah, because I just sort of want to understand. I want to understand. I wanted to like it so bad. So now whenever we watch movies, and especially if we don't like it, we have to sit there and go, was this worth it? Is this worth it to put on the do not watch list, basically? That's now our new game when we watch a bad movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally until we watched Elvis, the last bad movie was Artemis Fowl / Army of the Dead, which was literally in like 2021.
Well, but we just watched a movie that was bad recently.
Yeah, which now I'm gonna forget what that was called.
And
Who was the main guy?
Last Scene. It's Gerard Butler.
You're right. Yeah.
Or Last Known Location or something.
Last Seen Alive.
Last Seen Alive. Yeah.
That's apparently a podcast.
Hey, no.
It definitely is something like that though. Or Last Known Location, or it's literally called Last Seen Alive. I just typed it in differently.
And we had to sit there and go, is this a movie that is truly so bad that we'd put it on the list? And ultimately we came to the conclusion of no.
It wasn't that bad, although it rated very poorly.
It's
15%
bad.
Rotten Tomatoes.
It's bad.
It's a bad movie.
And I would tell somebody it's bad.
But
they were like, I really want to watch it. I'd be like, go ahead.
Go ahead. It did make me angry to watch it.
Please yourself.
I say it didn't make me angry, but then I yelled about it for like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. We were going off.
Yeah.
We popped off.
Yeah.
That's for you to figure out why. We're not here to talk about that bad movie.
That made $5.9 million box office. Was that a Netflix movie?
No, it was not.
It was.
It's a movie from like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, I think.
It was made 3 or 4 years ago, but then someone bought it and released it this year.
Oh. Is that what happened?
Yeah. Because we Googled it because we were like, where the hell did this come from?
Yikes.
Yeah. So now it's our new game.
I wonder if it was unfinished and they like bought it and then they were like,
like
there's enough here.
What do we do? Yeah.
There's enough
we
here.
We can cut it together.
And they just like pieced it together.
And that's why it just ends and you're like... yeah, so that's now our new game of when we watch a bad movie, we have to go, is this bad enough that we have to be angry about it, or is it just bad? So like wait for Avatar 2 and we'll see if it gets added to the... I know I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, what?
I know, I'm just joking because you like to hate on it.
It's fine.
But yeah, that's our take on movies. Yeah.
All right. So that was the shot. You ready for the chaser?
Yeah.
You know the game Splatoon?
Kinda.
Okay. Do you know the concept of porn?
I do know the concept of porn.
This is not going where you think it is. Splatoon is a game where you shoot paint.
It looks like a children's
and
game.
Try to... I mean, it's definitely, I would say, probably... I mean, it's maybe... But it's not, like, you know... Like,
I know. I'm just saying it looks like
aesthetically,
one.
though, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely geared that, like, children certainly can play it.
Yeah.
You shoot paint, and you want to be the team that shoots the most. So you, like, shoot your paint over other. And so, obviously, like, the teams have colors.
Yeah.
I don't know how many teams there are. and I don't know what the colors are. So I just want to start off by saying that. But I'm going to assume for this story that I'm about to tell you, it's 2 teams and 2 colors.
Okay.
So there was a group of, I guess, streamers or friends or whatever who were streaming the game, and they like color coded that if the color shows up on their screen, right? Like it's like effectively like a green screen. That if the color shows up, it would, instead of showing the color, it would show porn.
Okay.
And so it was a race to try and cover it as quickly as possible before something was shown that would get you banned.
Wait, they were literally
They were
streaming
streaming. Oh.
themselves. The guy who you just watched his whole show. Are you serious with me? Are you serious right now?
They were whating?
Like, okay, the guy who you watched his whole show,
Uh-huh.
and he literally did the thing to like possibly get himself arrested.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing that to themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I didn't... it was a stretch, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Nathan for you, the claw. Yeah.
Yeah.
All you said was they were... What's his naming themselves?
Yeah.
They were Nathaning themselves?
Yeah.
Oh, and Nathaning, now to give the definition, is when you do something that could get you in legal trouble.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, effectively, that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they all got banned.
So they aren't very good at Splatoon is what we're finding out.
I don't know. I didn't watch or anything. There was a clip that was posted on Twitter where like the person was like ah, and like shooting to try and cover stuff. And I can't believe that they stayed live for as long as they did.
I'm not saying.
And I don't know if it was like groups of friends, like you could set up like a private match so that way everybody who was like in the match was at least in on it and like knew what was happening. Because obviously if you have like outside influence, if there's somebody who's really fucking good at Splatoon, you're fucked. You're about to show all the porn. Yeah. And you're gonna be banned so quick.
Right. That sounds like it'd be a private.
But I feel like they were live for quite a bit before it was realized what was going on, and then I think they all got banned. Not to bring video games over here, because normally what I talk about on GGBG, but I thought that was just so funny.
That is very funny.
And
I want an actual game like that though. I think that's so funny.
You want a game?
I want a game where you're basically just running around trying to cover up porn. Do you not?
No.
Why?
That doesn't sound fun. If anything, I would want a game where I'm actively trying to like I'm running like
what?
I'm like running like I don't want to like all I can think of is like a school hallway, but like obviously but so a college hallway
of public facilities,
like a dorm, like no, it's got to be like you have to be like a fuckhead kid, like so like a dorm room or like college campus, like you're just running through the calf trying to like quickly like staple up pictures of porn and then running, and you have to try and like escape the security guard. That would be more fun.
That would be good.
That'd be more fun. But no, I don't want a game that really I don't want a game like that either. It sounds pretty boring in the end. Like you're just that's it.
It's basically what is it? The
Canterbury Tales?
My neighbor. You're hiding from your neighbor, but you're.
I don't think it's like that at all.
Oh.
That is insane. That is insane that you went that far.
I'm saying
you think it's like Hello Neighbor?
No, I'm saying it's like that type of game.
Yeah, it's like Dead by Daylight.
It's intense and you're hiding.
It's like Dead by Daylight.
You have to hide because.
What does that have to do with covering or putting up porn?
The game itself doesn't sound fun, and I'm basically trying to say it would have the same mechanics as like the neighbor.
It wouldn't.
Why not?
That's not at all how I pictured it. I pictured it as a 2D side scroller.
Why would you picture it?
And you just
like
occasionally tap A or X.
So you hate Mario?
Again, insane that is the connection you make. You don't know games, bro.
I'm just saying thematically, it doesn't matter. You can throw any mechanic on there. Were they like forever banned?
I have no idea. I didn't look that deep into it. There's a group of Japanese streamers who were doing it, and they were using a specific type of, I guess, Japanese porn.
Oh, gotcha. Grogu, don't do that.
So I don't know. I don't know all the specifics, but that is the gist of the story that I got to hear, that I got to like see through just like scrolling through Twitter, that I thought was hilarious.
Are you double dipping and also sharing this one? Did you share it on GGV?
I did not. This is like 2 weeks old at this point. That's why I wanted to like get it done quick, before it gets too old.
Yeah, I see.
So I wanted to still be semi-relevant, that people could like search and find it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But be careful with how you search things.
Yeah, for
Obviously. Let's see, what's his name? Somebody on Twitter. It's probably like Jake. I want to say it's like Jake Lucky, but his @ is Jake Sucky or something like that.
Oh, Grogu just knows the phrase.
Oh my god, I literally nailed it. Nice, Grogu. Like, oi. But the problem is he tweets like once every 5 minutes.
Oh.
So I'd have to, you know what though? There should be a search.
I don't know how Twitter works.
So let me just search on Jake Lucky.
You have to pay $5 to search.
Porn.
You have to pay $5 to search, so you can't look up my really bad takes from 3 days ago.
I don't want top, I want latest.
What do you think?
Here's his top. His top is Pokimane plays porn equals warning. XQC shows gorilla sex, 3-day ban.
Is this all he tweets about? Is porn related bans?
He tweets about Twitch people. That was from 2020. His latest is from 21, so he must not have been the one. Unless he didn't say porn in it. Splatoon. He has never once tweeted about Splatoon. Fun fact.
Actually, I think you made up this whole story.
Uh-oh.
Do you like my proposal for the next update to Twitter?
Oh, they were all VTubers. They're like an anime or cartoon character essentially that streams.
Oh. I see.
It was Dexerdo that I guess tweeted that. I probably saw it. And there's not a clip.
Oh man. Oh man.
Not yet. Hang on. Oh, what am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I'm dumb. All right. Watch this later.
Oh, okay. Bookmark it. Do you like my proposed addition to Twitter?
What?
You have to pay $5 to search, so you can't call out people's really stupid takes from 5 days ago.
No, I think
Elon's got to make that money back somehow.
Yeah. So, you want to hear something crazy? This is real quick. This will wrap us up. All right. So, don't let me forget about that.
I won't.
Elon. All right. Do you have your calculator handy?
Oh, God.
All right. 113.5 times 8 equals 908. Elon Musk has 113 million. It's like 113.3, so I rounded up to 0.5 for nice numbers. Followers on Twitter. If you multiply that by 8, he can make 908 million off of those people, assuming that they're the ones who would pay for this because they stan him. 908 million for a month. So multiply that by 12.
I whacked it with my phone.
You weren't muted this whole time, were you?
No, I don't think so. I whacked it with my phone.
Okay, I don't think so either.
When I was doing the math.
Okay, I don't think so
I
either.
whacked it with my phone. Can you imagine?
No.
That's the calculation.
Right. So 10, almost
Billion.
11 billion.
Yeah.
11 billion.
For a year. That's a
for
year.
a year.
If he got every
And
one
he
of his
paid
followers.
44 billion for Twitter, if I'm remembering correctly. So in 4 years' time, he can make that money back with this scheme of his. And you know more people are going to pay for it than follow him, but also less people that follow him will pay, or less than everybody who follows him will pay for it.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some disparity there. But if that's the quick, dumb math that he did, because the guy's not smart. So if I was able to come up with this, there's a very real possibility that this is his actual plan. That's all I'm going to throw out there.
Guys, I'm going to be verified on Twitter.
I am too. I'm literally going to do it for a month. Are you kidding me? $8? No, nobody's going to stop me. I'm going to change my name to different people constantly. I'm just going to spread the most heinous lies. That's how I'm going to grow my brand.
Yeah,
Look out, Keemstar. I'm going to become you. Look out, Louder with Crowder. It's going to be louder with Chowder. SM Soup. We out.